Peace and blessings. POHOP, POHOP.
Yes, yes, yes.
Literary content, library of thought.
Right, right.
Uh,
A little bit different this time.
yeah, we in the
No problem, no
backyard.
problem. We in the backyard with the nice breeze.
Yeah, feels good, feels good. I'm just glad to be with you guys today on the Sketches of My Culture podcast.
Yes, yes.
Um, Glad you guys are with us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wait for a few more people to dial on in. Can we want to do like a little sound check, a little test? Can you guys hear us good? You know, if you can, go ahead and leave us something in the chat, and we'll see if we need to make any adjustments. All right, I think it's trying to set it up a little bit better. Thank you.
Where would I?
Where's our people at? Let's go. Let's go. All right. Just about got it.
So I go to YouTube or Facebook. I go to YouTube or Facebook.
We're on YouTube.
Okay, so
We try to what you call it? Yeah, you have to have those 24 hours. Hey, so we sent the link to our Facebook page. Go ahead and go to J Nash, Jeffrey S. Nash. Pull up there. Go to your
let me do it. I did.
Hey. All right, we got a special guest in the house. We was waiting for him to get here. You know what I mean?
All right, there we go right there. Click on it.
We can see what y'all see now. So share it to Facebook.
I'm trying to point it down.
Yeah, Wes, go ahead and give him a little story. Give him a little breakdown, rundown. Why? Go ahead and make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Well, we just getting the digital aspect all together. We doing something new, something
Can
new
you
for
hear
us.
us? We want to know if you can hear
If
us.
somebody can give us some feedback and let us know if y'all can hear us volume wise, we highly appreciate that. What number can they? Is there a number that they might be able to call?
So there won't be a call-in line today unless we give C Wes's phone number, because my phone number is doing the streaming today for the platform.
My phone number, I think I still got to pay the bill. So
Yes.
we go.
Okay, okay. We gonna get a phone if you guys can call. You know what I'm saying? It's a little lightweight situation, no biggie. You know, don't call my phone because my phone is doing the video, the stuff. So if you call me, it's gonna stop
But
that. So
they could be able to tap in with a message that they can send and they can let us know if they can hear,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Let us know if y'all can hear somethings. I'll turn the volume up on my phones. And then
All right.
see, checking, mic check, check,
Nothing
check.
yet, nothing yet.
Air quality, mic check. Sunset.
All right. So what y'all think? We there yet? We got one person, two, three, almost there. Let's get at least to get to 10 before we start having this talk.
Let me go get a. Want to go get Carl? Want me going to get him? Let's see, right here. We're gonna be right back. Jay Nash is still here with y'all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out. You know what I mean? backyard. You know, we get at here.
Festivities.
I think that was good.
Call.
Well, you know what happened? So our engineer today, she had an emergency that came up. I mean, right at like 6 o'clock, and so we didn't have the opportunity to kind of reshuffle the huddle. And we were like, well, let's still do the podcast. We just do everything live. Got from the phone, and we'll just do it a different way today. I mean, it's kind of like us talking to you guys anyway, so it's no biggie. You know what I'm saying? You got to improvise. And us as colored people, anyways, what do we do best? You know what I'm saying? We adapt to our environment. So can you adapt to your environment? Can you see things about yourself that's often missed by others? This is one of those times to where you have to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Still stand on business, but can you adapt to your environment? You know what I mean? Can you be that person? If there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? So just trying to re-strategize it and make sure that we still do what we say we was going to do. So I didn't want to. I've been promoting all week. You know what I mean? And Wes has been promoting. We got other teammates have been helping. And so I still want to be able to give you guys something. His brother came all the way from Puerto Rico to spend time with us. So I thought it was only right to, still, get that in. I'm gonna switch to these a little bit because we outside. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make sure. Ho, wow. There he is.
Peace of love.
Yeah. So we can sit back here. We can talk loud.
Yeah. We can get it in like we know them to do.
Yeah. I just want to make sure people can hear us. So we just trying to restructure a little bit. So we'll double check Wes's status real quick. Let's see what we got. Okay.
So the volume be up or down on the phone.
Yeah, so what we did was we went ahead and sent it and shared it to the Facebook side, and then that way you guys you'll see me and see Wes's picture. You'll press that, and then it'll send you straight to the YouTube. Okay, so the way that we're looking at trying to to get more views, get more likes, get more shares and stuff like that is be consistent. And that's the reason why we're doing today the way we are, because you miss a Thursday, you miss another Thursday, and then all of a sudden now people don't know where to find us. So we just thought it was only right. And so all right.
There it go right there.
All right. So I need y'all to dial in. Where we at? We be straight. Can y'all hear us? That's the main thing. We'll talk a little bit louder. You know what I mean? We'll scream and holler and all that type of stuff. There we go. All right. Well, y'all can hear us. All right. That means something. I ain't that strong and overdo it. You know what I mean? All right.
POHOP podcast. Sketches of my culture.
Sketches.
I'm C. West.
I'm Jay Nash.
This is my brother-in-law right here. Very special guest. It's like we say, we've been blessed to have special guests.
Yeah, we are.
This brother came from Puerto Rico. Once again, another Puerto Rico.
Hey, he got that nice little Puerto Rican skin color going now.
I got my nice Puerto Rican tan
going
on.
Yeah, you looking shiny, looking smooth.
Yeah. You want to do the introduction to tell her?
Yeah. I mean, let me do it. Okay, well, shoot,
my
man.
brother-in-law?
This guy, man. We kind of linked up, high school. We always go back. You know what I'm saying? We basically we want to be able to tell these stories. We want to share our where we come from, how we got there. So that's what the Sketches of My Culture podcast is about. It's kind of giving your story. So my story and me and him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an athlete. He's an athlete. You know what I'm saying? He went to Grant. You know what I'm saying? Went to Valley. used to go to the basketball games, okay? So we thought we was pretty tough, but man, listen, so this kid, when I first seen him, he was on the court. I want to say he wore number 24?
32.
32, okay.
32.
He wore that Marcus Allen number, okay.
Magic Johnson.
Oh, Magic
Magic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm football, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Magic Johnson, okay. Love it. On the court, on the basketball court. So I didn't know the reason why I went to Grant, you know, South area kids kind of just wanted to go watch some real basketball, you know what I'm saying? I think Grant was playing Burbank that night or something. So it was lit, you know what I mean? But I was looking across the floor and I seen this other kid over there putting the rock up, dribbling, you know, I'm shooting threes and all types of stuff. Just had this like game was phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? So all I knew was that, you know, he was sharp, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I was watching, and he's performing. I mean, I can't say enough about him on the athletic side because I've seen him more than once, and he did the same thing multiple times. So the combination is there, you know what I'm saying? Dribble, pass, shoot, all that type of stuff. You couldn't hold this guy, you know what I'm saying? But a better person, not only just, you know, an athlete, but, you know, as well as he was a student, you know what I'm saying, scholar, you know what I'm saying, very educational. I want to introduce you guys to my brother, Carl, you know what I'm saying, Casey.
Peace
Carl
and love.
Hey.
Peace and love.
Yes,
Peace and love,
Right,
man.
right.
One love.
Yes,
One
sir,
love,
yes,
one
sir,
love.
yes, sir.
Welcome on
Yeah.
back.
It's just an honor and a pleasure to be here,
Right,
you know, and to be back home where it all started,
Homegrown.
you know. 59th Avenue has always been a foundational piece for us, though, you know, with Nana Phyllis, there's been so many spirits and so many vibrations that have come through that door to be nurtured. So it's almost fitting to be able to do this in her backyard.
Yes,
today.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the presence of the ancestors and the essence of the ancestors with us and upon us today. You know, so I'm honored and it's a pleasure to be here. You know, for sure.
Right. Likewise,
Yeah.
likewise. Appreciate. So,
Man.
Carl, let's break it on down how me and you met, and then from there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We can go on forever. We can go on about that one.
right.
Corn, I think
it was
our
baseball, yeah,
our
Land
first
Park.
meeting was baseball at Land Park.
Pony League, yeah.
Pony League at Land Park. Well, Grant's Little League, man, it had come to an end. So we had to find somewhere else to play, and many people don't know that baseball was my first love. You know, probably everybody in the inner city know that's really what we did, though, was play baseball, right? So we went out to Land Park. We find ourselves at this tryout, you know, in Land Park, though. So we're out there, and we got there like 15, 20 minutes earlier. So we're out there shagging ground balls and, you know, hitting amongst ourselves, though. So there's 3 young coaches on the side. They're like, hey, man, what you guys out here for? We're like, man, we out here to, you know, sign up for the squad. You know, we don't have, they're like, you guys got a team? Like, nah, we don't have a team yet. They're like, okay, you're on our team. There's like 5 of us, Lamar Reston, Alan Dostey, Wesley Marshall, and myself, right? So, long story short, we actually ended up winning the league that year, though. You know what I'm saying? But Corn and I became good friends. Shortly after that, Corn and I was on the first traveling basketball team.
Right, all-star.
In Sacramento, size guys. Right, so we get on this traveling team, and we were roommates. You know what I'm saying? At the Lutheran church, man. Lutheran church.
Shouts out up there in Kent, Washington.
Yeah, out in Kent, Washington. We went to Oregon. We traveled a few places, though. So my interconnectivity with the family goes it dates way back. It goes way back. And then, you know, there was a situation, you know, during that time, and Cool Papa.
Who that?
Yeah. You're going to get that. Cool Papa.
Yeah, Cool Papa stepped up and challenged some things that were going on, for me, you know, and that's where he and I's connection had started, though. There was some bureaucracy going on, some bureaucratic issues, though, and he stepped in and defended me in that situation. And you know, the story has been written, and it just all goes back to the foundation of being a freedom fighter, a fighter for justice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter in what situation, what the atmosphere may be. You know, we are a family of freedom fighters, and we will always fight for righteousness to the end.
There you go.
And to the end. You know?
You know, just listening to you talk, I mean, it sounds like you're well grounded. You know what I mean? Like you've experienced some things in your life, and
Yeah.
you know, like you didn't start off right where you're at right now, but you kind of matured into that. And I think that's important because, you know, like, you know, we've been talking about telling everybody's story. You know what I mean? Like how you got there. You know what I'm saying? And I hear kind of like the same thing from everybody else. Like the groundwork had to be done first. You just couldn't walk into greatness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you just couldn't. Yeah, you just couldn't walk into greatness, and I wanted to kind of bring up, you know, now that we're in the age bracket that we are, just the maturity, man, amongst, you know, our brethren, you know, our sisters, just you can see like the elevation of, you know, the mindset. Just we kind of like really taking it on now because we like, you know, generation, like we those ones now, we those chosen few, you know, that link in and lock in together and have those conversations. So I'm glad that I've been able to see your growth and development the same way you've been able to see my growth and my development, the same way I've been able to see Wes's growth and development, you know. And so just we always say that it's another day to get better with life, and that's every day. Like you got to work at it, you know. And I'm just proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all. This family, man. Just
I'm
love
proud
y'all.
of you guys as well, man. And all that you do.
But if I could just put a little bit more on it.
Now put it on it, man. Put it on it, though.
We was talking about those sports things.
Put it on it, man. Put it on it.
We athletes, so we doing everything. Football, we playing till they tell us we can't play no more.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So my season got cut short because, well, not short, but just got cut because we didn't win enough games to move on in the playoffs. This brother Carl, you know, he go to Grant, so they specialize in all type of things. You know what I'm saying? Ain't great at it though.
Right.
So they go all the way to the playoffs. I mean, all the way through the football playoffs, which is dang deep into the basketball season.
Okay.
Man, so as soon as they get through playing football in the championship game, his first game for basketball, it was like as if he was just playing basketball the whole time.
Right.
I mean, the first game back, he had 33 points.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday, though. We lost in the city championship in Davis. When Davis had Tony Klein.
Yeah, Tony Klein.
The big and Fist. You know,
Lamont Porter was up there.
Yeah, Lamont.
My roommate.
And then we ended up going to Del Oro. You know, I went up there, man, with a cold. I had a head cold and everything, and went up to Del Oro, went for 33, man, off the bench.
First game back.
Man.
6 men.
You know?
Right.
Man, you know, you really don't realize the phenomenal things that you do while you're in the midst of doing them, right? And I think some of us lose track of our greatness, right? So it's something that you guys have raised my awareness to now, though. You know what I'm saying? That's lighting that fire, lighting that fire of understanding, and understanding. I would say, though, you know, for oneself, though, and the capacity that one has, though, for greatness. You know what I'm saying? So it just really feels good. It just feel good to be with my brothers, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Came out here, man, on a rubber raft, man. You know what I'm saying? Had some coconuts on the side for propellers. You know what I'm saying? But you know I made it. I made it, man. And we are constantly making it. You know, with each breath that we're able to take, with each day, with each second, with each minute that we get, man, we are making it, though. And I would just say, man, don't put so much pressure on yourself to be great. You know what I'm saying? Just be, and allow the Spirit to move you and your gift in the manner that your gift should be moved. Yeah.
Motivate. There it go right there.
Yeah.
See, so this is what we dealing with, y'all. Generations, and even in our own peer, you know what I'm saying? Greatness. There's nice messages to be heard, things that you could bring to your home and use. And if you guys got some more messages for us, let us know. Hit us up. Let us know. That's all we're trying to do is just help each other. Each one bring one.
Absolutely.
Another day to get better with life. Yeah.
I know Jeff and I were speaking about the construct of a healthy man. You know, and what that looked like spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. So that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. I got a few notes right here, you know, about the black man. 10% of young black males are reading at or above the 8th grade level. 75% of black families in America lack a father in the home. The graduation rate is below the national average, and we are toppling the incarceration rate due to these variables, right? So I believe that this conversation is fitting, that we talk about the hearts and the minds of the black man, but we don't want to limit it to that. We want to talk about the hearts and the minds of men, right? Because we pretty much have crossed that color barrier and that color spectrum, though. So we don't want to look at things in black and white. You know, I could just speak for myself and my own mental health. And one of the reasons why we moved to Puerto Rico was because of our mental health, though. I spent a lot of time smiling on the outside while I was dying on the inside, you know? And I don't believe that's a healthy way to live, because it's not an authentic way to live, right? On everything. And the only way to express love in its fullest capacity is through authenticity. So it just, man, the move to Puerto Rico, man, was heaven sent. And I don't want anyone to think that I have it all figured out, because I'm constantly a work in progress. I will infinitely be a student of faith, a student of source, and a student of high vibration, right? So I'm constantly learning myself, trying to learn how to become my own best friend, you know? And I think that's the thing that all men need to be able to do, to face themselves, right? Spend time with yourself, take some long walks, go sit at a park, take your shoes off and meditate, and learning how to breathe. I know most of us don't even know how to breathe, though, right? So when we get in situations to where we have to make choices, our emotional intelligence is not moving in a way that it can aid us, though, especially in snap moments, right? So instead of moving through that situation with grace, we may say some things that we wouldn't necessarily say, or do some things that we wouldn't necessarily do. So I believe that my call, matter of fact, I know that my call is for the healing of the mind and the heart of the black man. Just period, though. You know, I've had so many messages, man, from the Most High, though, just to get on the speaking circuit and start reaching out, because I have so many people reaching out to me daily. Brother, I need help with this. Brother, help me with this. Brother, I'm going through this, though. So I just believe this conversation is pertinent, you know, and it's not a one episode conversation, because, you know, it's an onion-like conversation where we have to peel the layers back one by one, man, until we get into the root and the core of our hurts, our pains, and our traumas, you know. And I believe that it's meant for us to define what the healthy man is, right? We don't want society to be defining what the healthy man is. We don't want religion to define. We don't want politics to define what the healthy black man is. We need to assume our position in our communities, in our villages, and in our tribes as healthy men, defined by us.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Remember we were telling you about like our people and how we just, once we get rolling and going, like we just take over pretty much. So it wasn't no, you know, everybody that we brought to the show, I mean, have just, anytime you put a mic in front of them, I mean, they just get it. You know what I'm saying? And but when they get it, they get it right. You know what I'm saying? The conversation is right there. It's not like they just saying something to be saying something. I don't like being around a person that's talking just to be talking.
Right. Substance.
Or just say something that means something. You know what I'm saying? Like something I could feel. Like because when I share something with you, I'm trying to touch you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to touch one's mind. Right? We trying to really put that out there. And so, you know, the good conversation is we're talking about mental health awareness, right? And also, you know, the guidelines to a healthy man. And I think that is so significant, because that definitely is something that needs to be talked about amongst us brothers, you know what I'm saying? More than not, because there's so many things that we don't discuss. And I feel like the things that I could speak for myself. Like I know that growing up, you know, I didn't have everything I wanted in the world, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have like basically anybody I really talked to about my problem, situation, what was going on. So I had to like kind of like keep all that stuff in, you know what I'm saying? As I got older, I started realizing like I need to get some of this stuff out. You know, like I understand like I was always the smartest person in the room, but I felt like nobody could relate to what I was talking about. Like, you know what I mean? And then just being able to be around my family, my cousins, and stuff like that. Like, you know, the person I kind of always call and have a conversation with, cry with, talk, talk that mess with, is C West. So he's heard me, like I said, like many a times on the phone, like, bro, like I'm frustrated, angry, mad, whatever, or I'm happy, excited, or whatever about whatever's going on in my life, emotionally wise, because I always kind of like keeping it. I mean, you remember like back in the day, like the man was supposed to be this strong, whatever, you know what I mean, right? And you never had that. You never got an opportunity to like share what it is that you had that you wanted to say. You're always trying to say what's politically correct, but you never know what that really is until it really happens to you. So I
And
mean, I definitely think it's
what's important, what you're talking about also, I think where we need to get at is we need to redefine these things, redefine these terms, you know what I'm saying, like with strength. We need to redefine what it is, what strength is when it comes to being a man, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the words that's tagged to them aren't necessarily all useful and or appropriate, you know what I'm saying, where it's a new language, it's a new way to communicate nowadays,
right.
and I think that has a lot to do with maybe the confusion and the things that we need to open up is we start off with defining these terms, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
these things that we use to describe ourselves and things of that nature. Yeah, what is the new definition of them, or you know what I'm saying, and or to continue definition of these words and terms that we tag on to ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because strength comes, to me, I see strength being different nowadays than what it was, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying? Right. But, that's like I say, this ain't a one-time situational talk. This goes on for a lifetime, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
lifetime. Yeah.
Strength for me is vulnerability, being able to be vulnerable. But to be able to be vulnerable, you have to be in safe spaces, with trusting people. Strength to me is being kind, being caring, being compassionate, being loving. That's strength to me. You know, and for a long time, I've dealt with anger issues and just frustrations, you know, just over the course of time and over the course of life. And I don't know, God's speaking to me right now. God is telling me to decree something right now. And this is for the women in our tribe. If I have ever, if I have ever offended you, if I have ever operated with toxicity, if I have ever operated with aggression, I apologize to each and every woman in our tribe today. Today, I apologize to you all because I love you so much that I want to create safe spaces as a protector of all of you. And I think all men should seek to do this. See, and this is a part of that vulnerability we're talking about right now, man. It's swallowing that pride, being able to admit that you have been wrong, right? And moving forward from that, though, you know? So, yeah, I like to make that decree to all of the women in our family and all of the women in our tribe, you know what I'm saying? So that we can move forward safely. We can move forward safely and securely, right? Yeah, but even right now, though, man, we've gone through some tragedies just recently. You know what I'm saying? That we're dealing with. Many people might not know what we're dealing with, though, and it might not be your business at the same time. But we're going through some things, but we can still sit here as a man, smile, and have that connectivity, man, and trying to, pick each other for the answers, to these questions, man, that we're trying to find. No, I was talking to Jeff yesterday, though, and I don't know, I just think that the black man is the most people-pleasing species on the face of this earth, right?
Gotta be.
We look to please our communities. We look to please society. We look to please our mates. We look to please our children. We look to please practically anybody, though, right? So in trying to do these things, we kind of lose ourselves, right? And we become an invisible species, right? And a lot of us, I know, a lot of us hold these things in internally, right? Without outlets to be able to vent. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a car, man, with an air conditioner. You gotta have a ventilation system, man. If you're riding through Sac and it's 110, 110, you don't got your ventilation system, man, it's gonna get real hot though. So, and your attitude is too, right? So we're just trying to navigate these spaces, navigate through these conversations, navigate with grace, wisdom, hopefully apply knowledge, and come up with some answers for ourselves and for others, you know?
That's it.
Sure,
That's back to you. And so if you have any, I would say if you have any comments, you know what I'm saying, or you want to put something down in the comment area about helping us kind of trying to figure out what those guidelines are to become a healthy man, right? So comment, you know, share, like, tag.
Yeah, whether you may be a woman, whether you may be a man, you know, I know most of us were raised by women, right? Most of us were raised by women, you know, so if you have any opinions, man, about how you can help us, you know, it's all gonna be beneficial in the long run. I'm gonna tell you guys something about Puerto Rico, man. Puerto Rico is a magical place. It's so magical, man. It has changed my life. It's changed my perspective on life, and it's helped me. It's helped me tremendously with my mental health. Just being in tune with nature, being able to walk by the ocean. Man, I hug trees, talk to trees, talk to the animals, man. I'm learning how to meditate more and more. I've learned how to breathe, and just trying to learn how to be a healthy man. How to be a healthy man. And that doesn't mean that we won't fall short, but do not beat yourself down for falling short, because we all do. Right? But as long as we've been given breath to breathe, and we've been given another day, we can get up, man, and take a shot at it again, man. You know, for real.
Right. So when you talk about learning to breathe, why don't you explain that a little bit more?
We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it right now.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna do it right now. So,
All right, so hey.
the way you breathe, right? We're gonna breathe in through our noses. When we breathe in through our nose, we expand our stomach when we breathe, right? So we hold it.
Out through the mouth.
Through your mouth. One more time, through the nose.
There it goes.
See, there it is. You feel that tension? See that tension going now? See, those are the things.
Shoulders drop.
Yeah, see, just the techniques, man, and the tools that one may need, though, you know. And that breathing may get you out of a situation, man. It may keep you from catching a case, man. For real, though, help you use your emotional intelligence the way you've been gifted and granted it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. And I spent a lot of time on the beach meditating. You know, I got some sacred places, and we have some sacred waterfalls that we go to, and just sitting there in that quiet space, you know, learning yourself. I mean, the person that you're gonna spend the most time with while you're on the face of this earth is yourself, you know, but that's the person that we don't want to face, you know, because like Papa say, man, it's a lot of crust up in there, man. We all got a lot of crust up in us, man, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get in there, man, and dig that crust out, man, but just, you know, come face to face with those demons, man, you know, come face to face with that childhood trauma, you know, for real. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. My daughter has helped me. My daughter Daisy has helped me so much, man.
Hey, what's up, Day?
My daughter Day has helped me so much, man, with accountability, you know, with accountability, man. Her being the high priestess of our family, and me being the chief of our village. We are kind of spirit twins, though. So we will never be able to BS each other, right? When it comes to that, though. So I love her, and I appreciate her so much for holding me accountable as the chief of our tribe, though. And my lovely wife, Miss Erica West Kinsey. Shout out to my granddaughter, Mariah, on the island. Yeah, man.
Yeah, big time. So speaking of Puerto Rico now, let's give the people a gist of like historically what Puerto Rico has meant to African Americans. You got Africa, and then you got the slave trade going on, and then you got Puerto Rico's in the middle between, well, not in the middle, but it's before you get to the Americas.
Right.
You got Puerto Rico. And what Puerto Rico was in the whole Caribbean was a seasoning, a place where they would take the Africans, we would get acclimated to the situations
Absolutely.
as far as the environmental things of that nature.
Absolutely.
And then before we came over to the U.S., so Puerto Rico's always been a launching pad for the most part. Yeah, yeah.
Not as though it's a launching pad for culture as well though. So you have the Haitian culture, you have the Dominican culture, you have the Puerto Rican culture, and you also have the Taino culture, which is the indigenous culture of Puerto Rico, right? So you get such a rich melting pot, right? Kind of like grandma's soups and gumbos though, man. You know what I'm saying? Where she never measured anything. She said, boy, throw me a little bit of that in there. Put a little bit of that in there, boy. Throw a little bit of that in there, boy. She lick them fingers and throw a little bit more up in there though, right? Oh, everything. Grandma used the mitts as measuring cups. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's a very rich place. It's a very rich place. You cannot go anywhere without somebody smiling and speaking to you, which was a culture shock for me.
Right.
You know, my wife and I were sitting in the post office one morning, and everyone who came through that door said, "Buen dia." Good day.
Good day.
Everyone said good day.
Right.
You know, and there's such a vibrant energy on the island, right? You know, music is always blaring out of the houses and playing in the streets, though you're always smelling seasonings and foods and things, right? And you know, somebody's dancing, and you know, it's just a beautiful place, man. It has changed my life. I would, hey, if any of you would like to come, please reach out. just reach out, man.
I know I still got to get up over
there.
there.
You got to get Corn over
physically,
there, man.
Yeah,
we got to
physically,
get him
up over there.
Yeah, we got to get him over
Spiritually
there.
and mentally, I've been there, but yeah, I got to get there physically also. So tell me this, Brother Carl. Let's say you've been up over there and you got to experience the culture and the vibration up over there. What influences have you seen as far as hip hop in America, like in the U.S. American influence that we've had over there to them?
Oh, it's big. It's big, but mostly it's like reggaeton.
Reggaeton?
Reggaeton is real big. Bomba, right? Bomba is real big. But you know, American, you know, black culture influences people all over the world, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the foundation and the mainstay of that everyone wants to mimic, whether they believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's always gonna be like Ripley's when it comes to that.
Believe it or not.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing though. Who's out there now? Daddy Yankee. I got a buddy that's real close to Mike Towers. He's an artist out there. You know Bad Bunny is out there though. Boy, Bad Bunny have a concert. Boy, he have a concert out there for 4 days.
Sold out.
Oh my God, sold out, man. You know. And you get a lot of artists. They do these impromptu videos and impromptu shows, man, for the community. It's just such a rich essence and a pride in their communities. Right. And I think it goes back to know thyself. You know thyself, and in knowing thyself, you find all peace and understanding, right? So that's just the thing, though, man. I was telling the person at the store today, I was talking to this lady at the store, and I was like, man, you know, I'm speaking to people here, man, and they act like they want to shoot me out here. I said, brother, I went to the co-op yesterday, right? It's supposed to be a zen place. I'm going in there, getting my teas, getting my herbs, my coconut water and things of that nature. It's only 3 brothers in the whole co-op. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one smiling and the other one's mugging. I'm like, brother, I'm trying to get a sense of who you are up in here, man. But it's good though. It's and like we say, man, it's not personal, it's vibrational. Right. It's vibrational, man. You know, it's tone, it's frequency, it's energy, and it's vibration. You know, so I understand, man, that people are going through a lot, though. It's trying times. Gas in California is $6 a gallon. You know, trying to even rent a place, man, nowadays. You may have to shack up with 4 or 5 people, man, just to do the things that you need to do. But it doesn't mean that you can't operate with a certain amount of love, certain amount of dignity, and a certain amount of pride about yourself, though, when you're out in society, though, man, on everything. Because you don't know what a smile will do for a person.
Right.
You know, you don't know what a simple smile, with a simple hello, with a simple, man, have a good day. You know, for
and,
real.
and what a frowner do? A frowner shut off some of your resources.
There it will.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Somebody that would have helped you with something, you know what I'm saying? You might have turned them off because the frown or the vibration that they was throwing off wasn't conducive or safe and or appropriate. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That smile upside down.
Yeah.
That smile upside down.
Right.
You know, it's been good, man. I lost 80 pounds since I've been to Puerto Rico, man. I was out here
So you got your diet right now.
man,
Weight
I was
loss.
out here overweight, man. I was, you know, diabetes and
No.
all of these things, though, man. Really, man, it was a godsend. It was a godsend. And one of the reasons why we moved, because, you know, you can be in a place of comfortability, and I believe comfortability, man, is really close to death in many situations, though, right? When you get too comfortable.
Right, your cells,
So we had
yeah.
became too comfortable, and there was really no more room for us to grow mentally, spiritually, and emotionally in Sacramento, right? My wife and I, the way we went, my wife didn't have her passport, right? So we're like, okay, where can we go? You know, it's like, okay, we don't need one for Puerto Rico. Let's go to Puerto Rico, right? We went for a week the first time. Man, that first time, man, I remember it like it was yesterday. I cried alligator tears when we had to leave. Man, I was on the beach like, man, I do not want to leave this place, right? So we go back again. We said we're going to create a new tradition, and we go back again for Christmas. My wife, Deja, and I, we go back again for Christmas and stay 2 weeks, right? Once again, I cried on the beach again when we had to leave, though. So the next time we stayed for a month. I said, okay, baby, if we can stay for a month, though, I believe we can stay here. We can do this, right? So we end up staying for that month. We looked at each other after that 30 days and was like, okay, let's go ahead and do it. You know, let's go ahead and do it. We came back, told family. Family didn't really believe that we was going to leave. You know what I'm saying? But once we had really made up our minds that we were going to leave, you know, it was a little trepidation from family, though, because we're real close-knit. We are close-knit, man. We are all about the foundation of family and taking care of each other, right? And being intricate pieces of our family, you know, it changed the dynamic, but it changed the dynamic for the best. You know, so we've had so many family members come out and visit. We have family members now talking about coming to stay for good.
Hey.
And it's just been an expression of love. It's been an expression of freedom, right? I've never felt so free.
Right.
I never felt so
Like you
free.
say, the tribe can move.
We are a nomadic tribe. You know what I'm saying? We are a nomadic tribe, man.
Right. So what? I mean, the cultural thing going on as far as football over there. Let's speak about that. I know soccer might be big up over there, but how have you been adjusting to the pigskin football?
Oh no, it's good. You know, I got a lot of American buddies over there, though, man. So we get together and we watch football every season.
So they show it on the tune?
Yeah. We watch football. My good buddy John Tresice. What's up, Johnny?
Shout
Yeah, my
out.
good buddy, man. We have some wing parties, man. We go over there, man, and we watch football on the ocean.
Well, tell me this: how many Rams fans they got out there?
Well, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was the only one in existence, man. I thought they was becoming extinct.
We've been said that.
I thought they was becoming extinct, man, on everything. It was like dinosaur bones and fossils, man. So, you know, man, there's a plethora of fans, though. No, we get together, we watch football, man, and we convene in that way, though. So I'm looking forward to getting back, and checking out that pigskin.
Right. So you talking about from the NFL standpoint? What about college football? Is it big out there too?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, but the NFL football, people are watching it, though. They have it at the bars, and you know what I'm saying, in that restaurants, though. Yeah, you can see it. Man, it's just, I don't know, man. You would have to come. You just have to come.
You know what? Something that might be good to hop on, man, is that flag football. The female flag football is really going big time in high school. They got that going on now. I think this is the second season.
I came out
to
of
where,
nowhere.
But you know, in Puerto Rico, I know they got some sisters over there in Puerto Rico that can play that pigskin also. Right coaches and stuff, man. That might be something to jump on because it's gonna be an Olympic sport real soon.
You know
what I'm saying?
They definitely got some nose guards and some tackles. get some tackles and some DNs
Yeah.
out there.
So fullback and linebacker, right?
Right. Got some
Fullback
soldados
linebacker,
out there.
yeah.
Ain't a whole lot of gazelles in Puerto Rico, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta have the fullback and linebackers,
Yeah.
boy. You gotta have that.
Yeah,
It's not football without that. We talk about pigskin now. We ain't talking about we're not talking about the one that you kick it to the goal.
Y'all don't understand. We do this every day. This is so natural for us, though. This is what we do every day, man.
Shouts out to
Talking
the women in
about
Puerto
it, you know
Rico.
what I'm
Shouts out
saying?
to the women over here. Yeah. Shouts out to
Loosen it up.
football growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have custody of our granddaughter. Our granddaughter's 8 years old. She's in the
Yeah,
third
there
grade.
you go, right there.
She's going to private school out there. She's bilingual. You know, she actually speaks 3 languages: English, Spanish, and sign language.
Ooh, there it go.
So,
right there.
yeah, man, it's been good.
Mariah,
It's been good,
Good
man,
stuff,
for
good
everyone. And like I said, man, we've been there for this will be our 3rd year this year. And like I said, it's still a work in progress, man. There's still so many magical places that we've yet to see, that we've yet to find on the island. I got a couple magical trails that my boys want to take us on when we get back, and I'm looking forward to that. There's people who have been on the island of Puerto Rico all of their lives and have not seen every place on the island, right?
So you got the big island in Puerto Rico, but it has to have some other islands that's surrounding it. That's
Well, it's got you got Vieques, and Culebra. Vieques and Culebra are some islands that are right outside, though.
And what they like the size of like what West Sac or the size of
Probably like West Sac. Yeah, there's some tiny islands. And Vieques and Culebra, that's where they have the wild horses, so the horses run wild on the island.
good stuff.
You know, you can get your little golf cart or ATV, man, and go around the island and do your thing that way, though, man.
So you've been playing some golf out there, man?
I haven't, but they have some beautiful golf courses. My boy been trying to get me out there, man.
Right.
They have some beautiful golf courses out there, most definitely.
Right.
So
I'm certain they do. Yes,
I gotta get out there, man, and start swinging that club again.
Get that stick out there.
Start
boy.
swinging that club again.
Get that stick
That's
out there,
exercise right there. It's exercise. You don't even know
With the
you're
herb.
exercising. You do 18 holes. You didn't walk 6 miles.
Especially if you do it barefooted.
Hey, I'm barefooted right now. Y'all got
Hey,
barefooted
I know
right now.
my feet so sensitive. I gotta have shoes on them. I'm still like,
Hey, I was mad I had to put a shirt on for the interview, man. For real, though, I'm still in Puerto Rico mode.
Man, I had some dope pictures
right.
of Carl. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? We'll double back. You know what I'm saying? Next time. Like you said, this is just the first little episode of the guidelines to a healthy man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, like I said, I had numerous summer pictures. I had the brother looking sharp. I had family pictures, everything. So, I'm a little lightweight, whatever about it, but we'll get it right. You know
Seeing
what
what it is, so we can do this again.
Yeah.
ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Right.
We just wanted to make sure that we continue our process. We wanted to continue to stay consistent. You know what I mean? We know what that takes, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? There's things that come up and stuff like that, but we don't want the show to just stop just because. You know what I mean? Let's continue to fight that battle. Let's continue to fight that hill. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy with this brother's success. I know he was talking about the health thing, where he had lost some pounds and stuff like that. Man, looking sharp. You know what I'm saying? A reflection of where I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I had lost a little bit too, and you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Shannon Sharp's arm and shit. I'm messing with Cousin Corn. I'm like, you should be your arms. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, Sharp's a little smaller than the guy, I think, but that, just lightweight messing with him. But
You got the mediums.
you got that.
You wear a lot of pajama clothes.
Right. Hella big. Hey,
You got to stay out the pajama clothes. You can't be doing interviews in pajamas, man.
Tyrese is bagging on him today. I was like,
He told him to come with it. He said, boy, hold on one second. Before we get this started, you got to come with it, boy.
He lotioned up, lathered up. It was classic.
That's how I was last week.
Oh, man, that boy done bathed in coconut oil. But we were talking about tone and frequency, and I was looking up some stuff. I always like to go down these rabbit holes, man. I was looking at some things though, when they said in 1855 they change the tone and the frequency of everything, right? From from 428 hertz to 440 hertz,
exactly.
right? 428 hertz is the love, the peace, vibration, and the 440 hertz is the chaos and confusion and all of those things.
That's what the radios and all that stuff been put to.
Absolutely,
Now, yeah.
absolutely. And they, they took out, there used to be all these bells. Right? They took out all the bells because the bells would heal people from tone and frequency, though, right? So what we're trying to do is get back in the right tone and on the right frequency. No matter what these people are trying to do. I was gonna call them something else. No matter what these powers that be are trying to do. And the way that you do that is to seek and search inside yourself. It's in your inner sanctuary. You're gonna find heaven in your inner sanctuary.
Get your own
heaven is not in the sky. Heaven is right here on earth, and you create the atmosphere of heaven while you're living and breathing, right? And that's just the thing that we've been able to do, man, is to raise our vibration on the island and get into yourself, be honest with yourself, that you do need help, that you do have issues, right? Just like me admitting about my anger, though, and trying to work my way through these things, though. And this is a part of that process. Having my brothers here with me right now, though, man, it's a part of that process of healing. I think it's always going to be constant, but you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined, right? So, and another thing, I think we live in the age of comparison. Trying to compare ourselves to what another person is doing, trying to compare ourselves to what another person has, but you don't know what that person had to do to get what it is they had to have, though, right? On everything, so.
And appreciating, it's like you said, appreciating what somebody else got, opposed to being envious of what they got.
That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. But a brother may have laid somebody down and robbed 3 banks, to get in that Lamborghini, though. You know what I'm saying?
So now I got all the girls.
Now he has everything that seems like something, in man's eyes, though, right? I would rather be a broke man with a high integrity, and my spirit and intact, to be a rich man, to be a rich devil. To be a rich devil, what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, and I think, man, it starts as young boys. It starts as young boys. I never really had my father in my life, consistently. My father dealt with mental health. And, I always used to ask my mom, am I crazy? You know what I'm saying? Am I crazy because my father is going through these things, though? And I never could really gain my footing as far as that was, though. And I was a depressed little boy. Now that I can face myself and look back and go into that sanctuary, man, and I'm coming back into remembrance of these things, because a lot of times we like to cut off these memories as well, right? So just going back into these things, though, man, seeking and searching these events that have happened in my life and telling myself it was not my fault. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it was not your fault. If you were abused, it was not your fault. Anything that has happened, man, during your childhood, though, where grown-ups were supposed to be the mainstay and the foundation of monitoring these things and these guidelines, it was not your fault. It was not your fault. You do not have to hold yourself in contempt for something that was not your fault.
That right there was powerful. I mean, that hits home for me as well. Like I love my dad, all this stuff, whatever. But growing up, he showed up later on in life. You know what I mean? And spending a lot of time by yourself and constantly wondering, is it you? Like, are you the issue? Are you the problem? And just mom's being the person that she is, constantly just giving me confidence. Confidence. You know what I mean? And it just went a long way. You know what I mean? Like once I got, I got some confidence under my belt, and like I said, just being an athlete too, that kind of brought a little bit too, because when you out running people and you're knocking people down and you're scoring touchdowns and all that type of stuff, here goes this guy that that wasn't really thinking highly of himself, but other people were. You know what I mean? So transitioned into like being definitely a leader. You know what I mean? I had people that would follow me all the way since I was like in 6th grade. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to let people down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't care about what's going on. I'm like, if you're going to be up underneath me, we're going to try to do the right thing 95% of the time. You know, and the other times, like, I got in trouble like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I always tried to make sure that, you know, I had my mind. I felt like I didn't want to let my mom down because she had worked so hard for me to kind of get to where I was at. You know what I mean? So, just
Is there something that can they still subscribe? Is that still a possibility for people to subscribe still to the
was that.
to our thing? Subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry about
On
that.
real quick, too.
Yeah, you can still subscribe. Please do. Please
Yeah.
follow,
Follow us,
share,
follow us,
like.
follow us.
Yeah. So it's you know, right where you're at right now. So it's the touch one mind. You can touch one mind. You can put in POHOP. You know what I mean? We're at something like 68 or 70 subscribers. We're trying to get to 500. You know what I mean? We're close to getting monetized. We're almost, you know. There's basically tiers in this situation where you gotta keep climbing up. So nobody's gonna come in with the 1,000 people or whatever follow them or stuff like that. But there's tiers, so we're kind of working our way up. That's why we transitioned over from the Facebook platform to the YouTube platform. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more money on this side than on the other side. We are kind of getting monetized over on the Facebook side, but you know, as far as me and Wes, we don't plan on working too much longer. You know what I mean? Give us that golden, that one little run at it. You know what I'm saying? And sky's the limit. We're gonna be over there in Puerto Rico with cousins.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So Brother Carr, to tell people where they might be able to get a hold of you as far as like
I'm
if they
on
wanna make contact.
IG. I spend most of my time on IG at God Over Everything. Yes, and on IG at God Over Everything.
There you go, right
I
there.
want to touch on something that Jeff was talking. Going back to my athletic career, right? I haven't told many people this, man. You know, you work and you work and you work and you work. You do the extra jump shots. You run the hills. You do the line touches. You get in before practice. You stay after practice. And I went through a situation where I did all of these things. I'm going for 30 points on this guy, this team, that team, and I did not get a Division I scholarship. And that broke me in half. That broke me in half, man. Nobody knows that, though. I've never told anybody that, though, man. I'm like, man, I'm watching this dude play at Cal, and I went for 30 on him, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking, and when you do everything that grown-ups tell you to do, and you've done it correctly, I got my 1,200 on my SAT. I got my 19 on my ACT, right? They say, if you do all of these things, Carl, this is where it's gonna lead you. And for me to work so hard, do these things, and not get the reward that I desire, man, that crushed me. That crushed me. And I just, I gave up on society. I gave up on listening to anybody saying anything to me, right? And I was just a depressed person, man. I was a depressed person, man, and I was acting out, and it showed in the things that I was doing, man. So just to be here at this table in full circle, coming back and sitting down with my brothers, being able to talk in fellowship, man, about these things is an amazing thing, man. You know, it's just, man, it was hard. It was hard, man. I found out
Especially
that
when you was worthy. That's why.
and I found out that my coach was keeping my letters, man. My auntie worked in audiovisual, right, and that's where all the mail came through. That's where all the mail came through, man. So she called me in there one day, go in her office. She's like, "Nephew, sit down." I'm like, "Hold on, what's going on?" I said, "Somebody died. What's going on? My mama all right? You got cancer? What's going on?" You know, she said, "Sit down. I got something for you, man." She pulls out a pile of letters, man. I got letters from damn near everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's my senior year. You know, I'm supposed to be taking my visits.
Yeah.
You know, I just, man,
And he was worthy of it too.
and was worthy of it. But everyone wants you to swallow that and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Everyone still wants you to meet the mark and meet the mark of their expectations.
Right.
You know, so, you know, for a long time, I had just given up on people. I had given up on people, man, and given up on myself. You know, just acting out in ways that I wouldn't normally act out, doing things that I wouldn't normally do, being out there in those streets, man, recklessly, with reckless abandon, having no lack of compassion for myself and my fellow man. So to be here, man, and just to be living and breathing, and
Blessings.
being I believe that we all in some way are miracles, signs, and wonders to somebody. To somebody. Even at our lowest point, we can be a miracle, a sign, and a wonder to somebody, right? And now I get so many, so I day trade now as well, right? So I'm an avid investor, and I day trade, trade what you call futures, and I do very well at it. So what I'll be doing while I'm here, if any of you want to reach out, I'm gonna try to get a space where I can teach some people about these things, though, man. Because once we talking about that financial piece for a man, so I know it would be real nice if you could make you an extra $500, $1,000 a day, though, from a skill set and a tool, you know, to relieve some of that stress. Now, money is not everything, though, but we didn't create it as well, though. So it is a component that we need to live and do the things that we need to function with on a day-to-day basis, you know. So.
Yeah, we'll talk. We told y'all, got some special things going on. Right.
Man, this jewel dropping. Hey, so I know you guys is tuning in on the YouTube side, and I know we looking a little chocolate, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a little something we looking at, which y'all see too. And so it ain't about the visual part of it so much, right? And so it's not so much about the visual part of it, right? I mean, you can basically cover the phone up, you know what I mean?
Hey, mosquitoes in Puerto Rico got fangs. They like vampire. No, literally though. My boy picked up one day. He's like, bro, they got fangs.
Right there. I've been slapping in the back of my head for the last 15 minutes. A little meathead.
Yeah, they'll get on you.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all guys. We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate everything.
Very chocolate. I know, baby. I got my honey right there tapping in. What's up, babe? Yeah, we just trying to give them everything we can give them. You know what I mean? Within this hour's time frame. So we didn't want to, you know, say we was gonna do something and not do it. We want to be men of our word, so we want to stand on that. And so we still try to, you know, do the podcast the best we can. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Appreciate.
In closure, is there anything that we want to touch back on, or
let's say on the first Thursday of this
first
month
Thursday.
coming up,
Yeah.
we're gonna be at the Guild Theater, y'all. First Thursday of this month with the POHOP.
POHOP.
And we got what, Stevie Mello?
Yeah, Stevie Mello,
y'all.
Mr. Piano.
Okay.
Mr. Piano,
Nice
man.
thing. Come on out, pull up Sacramento.
Yeah,
come on
pull
out,
up.
check us out.
Sure,
And then we'll
pull
be
up.
back that following Thursday with the podcast.
Yep, on Thursday.
Okay. Right.
So we're gonna go ahead and release the schedule of the upcoming podcast. I mean, we all booked out the whole month of September. You know what I'm saying? Halfway through with October. I got one more date in October. Now we pushing into November. So we getting traction. We definitely kind of going in the right direction. So, you know, if you know anybody that you think got something to say, you know what I'm saying, and got a great story, we're willing to listen.
Yeah, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. Subscribe.
And then call on the back end too, though, right? Don't call during the show trying to self-promote, talking about, you know, trying to promote your daddy's records, your mama's records, and you know what I'm saying? Don't be doing that, man. That's uncouthful. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit on the back end, and I'm sure my brothers will get with you, man. I had that brother called last week. I said, good Lord, brother, you trying to promote people that's dead. These people ain't even alive no more. I said, good God. You didn't even call and ask a question to the person that was featured. You know what I'm saying? I said, good Lord, boy, everything. So, you know.
We just hold everybody accountable, y'all.
That's it. It's accountability across the board, man. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes we can want some things, though, you know, but there's a walk to getting what you desire. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take the proper channels and take the proper steps, my people. You know, let's raise our standard, you know, and quality of doing things. Therefore, we can raise our quality of life, raise our quality in our homes, in our communities, and everywhere we go, we will be qualified at service, right?
There you go.
Qualified at service.
That proper service. There we go. Shoot.
Just happy that we got a couple more people that are tuning in. We want to let you know what happened. A couple little difficulties. We had our engineer had an emergency,
Yeah,
so we
so
had to
blessings,
kind of
blessings to her,
improvise a little
blessings
bit
to her and
today.
your daughter and her daughter's health and everything.
Yeah,
Hopefully
so
get well soon. Hopefully everything's okay. Nicky
Yeah,
yeah,
Potter,
we
shout
just
us
wanted to
out.
make sure.
get
Shout
well
out
cool,
to
Papa. Get
Nikki,
well
yeah,
cool,
Cool
Papa.
Papa as well.
cool Papa,
He
get
is supposed to
well.
be here, so you know.
Ancestor worship. We want to bless all our elders that's still here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Bless the children that's here with us. Energy conducive. It's like Brother Carl was talking about the vibrations. You got to get the frequencies correct, y'all.
Is there any good books that they can read or follow, or is there anything like that?
Well, real quick, we got Dr. West, President
Oh.
2024, yo.
Yeah, I had to show you. I
Yeah.
can't see it
There's
now,
some
but
real serious business going on
What
with
am I
that right
reading
now.
Cornell West,
Dr. West.
2024.
The Four
Big
Amendments. The Four Amendments is a good book to read.
Okay.
I'm reading the 369 method right now. You know, which is really a method that came from you know, Einstein, Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, anything that you do in threes and sixes and nines carries a very high vibration, right? So I've been reading that. I was reading. They said Einstein and Nikola Tesla would take power naps. They would take power naps, right, to try to harness the information that they were getting and bring it back into the world, right, while they were asleep. So what Einstein would do is he would sleep with a spoon, right? He would have a spoon in his hand while he was sleeping, and when that spoon dropped, bing,
wake up.
he would wake up, and then he'd come back with all of these ideas. Because a lot of times when we dream, when we dream, we won't remember them, right? So he was able to pull all of these ideas back in real time, right? So I'm just learning a lot of things, man. Learning a lot of things about our capacity for knowledge, learning a lot of things about our capacity for power and energy, and it all comes through vibration. You know, if you get a chance, and you know, when you rise, find you a piece of grass, get out there barefooted and just close your eyes for 15 minutes, because the earth is energy. The earth is electricity.
Yeah, earth will heal you.
So that means you're getting
and
grounded.
that's the way you're going to ground, and that's the way to charge yourself up, right? To start your day. So many of us don't even know how to start our day. Right, we start our day by picking up that phone, though, and try to check our emails,
First
though,
things
and
Wrong
first.
vibration. That's the wrong vibration.
see what Jimmy, Tony, Tina, and Tasha said on
Right,
Facebook
right,
last
right,
night
right,
about
right.
us, though. You know what I'm saying?
Fell
Did we
asleep.
get 2 likes, or did we get 27 likes, though?
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And most of us don't even like ourselves, though. So
right.
you have to be a likable person, man. You feel me? In real time and in real life, though, because I don't believe any of those things are real in the first place, though. Nobody is truly being themselves on those platforms, right? So when we are able to connect with each other in this physical realm, though, man, we need to be operating with the right tone and with the right vibration. Yeah, with the right energy.
Righteous one love.
Some good books to follow up on. I'm reading a good book too, The Emerald Tablets by Billy Carson. Tapping into that one. I kind of just started them first chapter. You know what I'm saying? But I've been kind of following them a little bit and kind of seeing, it's kind of looking at what I like, you know what I mean? But it's powerful though, so that's another book if you guys want to check that one out. Emerald Tablets by Billy Carson. Wes, you got one?
Just the Book of Mind craze. I'm still
Book of
trying to
Mind
figure it out.
craze.
Still trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Mind craze.
Hey, he don't know about that one.
Still trying to figure it out.
Publisher, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Major philosopher,
It's not doing no
appreciate it.
disappearing acts, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay. We had somebody that said, read Cry Like a Man by Jason Wilson. Read Cry Like a Man by Jason Wilson.
As a man thinketh.
Yeah.
As a man thinketh is a good one too, man. As a man thinketh changed my life and my perspective on being a man. As a man thinketh. A lot of these you can find on YouTube, though. I go on YouTube, man, and you know, get the audio book and sit back and veg off of it. Another thing I've been doing for healing is listening to classical music. I listen to a lot of Mozart now and Chopin. You know what I mean? And getting me in that right tone and vibration, especially.
Yeah, because all that stuff was in the right vibration.
Absolutely, it was in the right key, it was in the right tone, in the right frequency, right? So I'm doing a lot of that now. You know, yeah, man, doing a lot of that, and it's helping me. It's helping me immensely. I do it before I trade. Because you know, Even though I'm making money in the market, though, I still do have anxieties, though, because we don't want to admit that we are chasing the money sometimes, though. So instead of being in that chase mode, I'm in a mode of relaxation. I'm in a mode of tranquility, and I'm allowing things to come to me in the market now, though. So it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to my mentor, Jay the Trader. Jay the
what's up,
Trader.
man? Shout out.
If you guys need to learn some of these things, and not from me, you can catch him on IG at Jay the Trader Cares. Jay the Trader Cares, man. Jason Sweeting, man, wonderful guy, man.
Yeah.
Wonderful guy.
Shout out to Pocho. Pocho got a new restaurant on J and 8th. I think it is J and 8th downtown.
Pocho.
Opening up tomorrow, y'all. Pull up. Help him out. Social support for it. Yes, he.
All right. I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Righteous one love. I'm C
Sketching with
West.
my
I'm
culture.
C West. I'm
You
C
know what I'm
West.
saying? Jay Nash.
Jay Nash. This
Hey.
is brother-in-law.
Buenas noches, amor y mucho.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That was good impromptu. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stop it.